Hi, and about the fear. What's the question?
The question is, there's real fear, which is the fear of a lion walking into the room and it's actually not being in control. It's fear of surrendering to a situation which might change in a way I don't want, or my body is at risk, or my life is at risk, or my things I value are at risk. And then there's fear which is irrational fear, which is, and so that fear is either real, like if there's a lion in the room and I'm not enough love to quell the lion, I've got to get the fuck out quick.
Mm-hmm.
So
it might bite you or no.
The fear comes to as anger to energize me, and that's good fear.
But maybe the lion don't let you the time to have fear, because he jumps so fast that he eats you in 1 second.
But did you see these lions? I saw these fantastic videos when a lion becomes your friend. There are these types of lions that you cuddle together. He comes, there are different types of lions.
No, but those are lions who were raised with humans.
But I've seen a video of a man with male lions running towards him in the wild, and obviously one or more of them has been brought up by him, and he's playing with them, and they're lovingly playing with him, but they're in the wild, they're still wild beasts. So there's something in his energy which is connecting with the beauty and the love and the.
But you are a lion, so you are astrologically lion. So.
But there's another type of fear, and that's the fear that I'm really wanting to talk about or ask you about. And that is the fear which is of the mind.
Yeah.
So if something, say I've had abandonment in my childhood, and which I may have done, and I'm manifesting time and time again in my life abandonment, which I have done. That is a type of fear which is not real fear.
Yeah, it's construction.
It's something that my ego is constructing.
Yeah.
Because I'm actually creating that situation time and time again.
Yeah, it's subconscious creation almost.
So that's very interesting, because we create thousands of fears, in fact.
Yes, and that's why we need to distill to learn to,
It was a girl, she was saying that she wanted to have courage. So she decided to do a challenge. Each day she decided to outpass a thing that she was scared to do. So she decided one day to go in the city and talk to strangers, another day to dive in parachute, another day to hold her breath during 2 minutes, and each day she did something like that, and she learned a lot, and her confidence was rocketing.
Fantastic! It's a good experiment.
So the way of that fear is to recognize that fear as being a limiting fear, rather than a real fear.
Yeah.
And then stepping through that limiting fear into the reality of what is, and experiencing it.
Yeah. So you had a fear of that your guest will starve of no water. That was also just a fake fear, no? Kind of. It's a mind. It's a game. Your game, or I think that the mind plays games with us somehow. Or how
No, what I saw actually was not fear. I saw anger.
Or anger. Okay.
I saw an argument.
Yeah. I was angry.
Whether I should have tea or water or lemon juice.
Yeah.
And I said I'm perfectly happy with nothing at the moment. I don't.
Yeah, but
You're arguing about something which is not.
which doesn't
you can't
concern. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
So at
No,
that moment, there was an argument. There was the energy of anger, and the energy of anger was totally.
What?
Totally unwanted because I didn't want anything.
Yeah, because it was between she and me. In fact, I was angry because she didn't move. She didn't serve you. She was supposed to do her part of job because I cooked. You see, I spent a lot of time cooking, you know, and she didn't do much, in fact. Her argument is saying that she does a lot because she's a muse, you know. A muse doesn't.
I don't say muse, but it's your word. Okay.
Yeah, a muse. She doesn't have to do a lot physically, but she is very good in relationships. She's very good is listening people. So she thinks her job is quite equal to mine.
Okay. So the question I've got for you is that really true? And I know you believe that.
No, I don't believe that. No, it's not. It's not true what she says.
No. I mean, what you've just said about her, is it really true?
Yes, it's quite true. She admitted. We had a talk about this.
So
What?
The question I've got is, what if it's not true? What if it's your
It's
projection?
you think my imagination.
No,
with
I'm not. I'm actually doing a bit of a process.
Yeah.
I'm saying, if it's not true, how would you feel?
I will apologize.
So what's the feeling underneath that?
No, I would say that
What would
my
you-
consciousness is